Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle book review of Paperback Hero, Steve Holland, The Further Adventures of the World's Greatest Illustration Art Model. I love that, that's great, by Michael Stradford. Now this is from Gizmoe, Gizmoe Press and Pulp 2.0. And you can see there's some other books in the series, The Torn Shirt Sessions, which I think is great, The World's Greatest Illustration Art Model and Cowboy. 212 or thereabouts pages. Now, my version's a soft paperback version. In many ways, I wish I bought the hardback version. This got damaged in the post, of course. Actually, I'm surprised it even arrived. It was like literally ripped out the packet and was crunched badly there. I felt like sending it back. I didn't. I thought, you know what? I'm not. Still, it is a very, very nice quality book overall, with a few problems. Because of the paper quality and obviously because of its book covers, some of the book covers are slightly grainy, a bit sort of, and you can see the lines where the printer is obviously grey, which slightly, it could have been on glossy paper, would have been amazing. Maybe a slightly smaller book. I would have preferred it as a smaller book. Smaller book and hardback would have been amazing instead of going for a large format. But that's minor issues. Overall, still think the covers look amazing. And you can see there, it's got lots of details there, and you can see Spycraft, Adventure, Love and Lust, War, Cops and Robbers, etc. Let's just go through some of them. Now, I love the way that they've spaced it out, and actually the layout is very well done. Someone else pointed this out, said about the layout was, and I thought, yes, the layout actually makes it very, so you've got some that are sort of like 4 or 5 on a page, then you've got sort of like a whole run of them, then you've also got big sort of, now this is some of the issues with this. If you look at it very closely, you can really see the grainness because of it's obviously been blown up slightly, and it's a pity. And then some like here, there's just a few pictures that you really can notice it in places just because of the paper. If it'd been on glossy, it'd been real quality, it probably could have been even better as a book. But I still love it. I think it's supposedly 500 odd covers. Don't hold me on that. I haven't counted them. But I'm certain there are a lot of covers in it. And you've got lots of different authors and lots of really great art as well. Just brilliant. So you've got obviously the various nurse and doctor stories, The Cardboard Lover. Great title, that one. The Corrupter, the great. And Hootney, I mean, look at that one. Hootney Nurse, Night Nurse. That sounds like a Marvel comic book that came out. War and Beyond Courage. And they're just cover after cover of really good, but because of the layout, it really works. It really works well. Again, a minor slight criticism is that obviously he's got details there, but very few of them actually got details, like 1955. All these others, there's no details. I mean, I've known Man in the Green Beret. Now, I can see that it's obviously a book company. I don't know. In fact, I can't see a book publisher. And I like to see the book publishers. It's nice to see that it's an ace giant. It's nice to see that it's, let's just go through a Midwood or maybe Monarch Books or whatever. And obviously some of them do. But of course, another problem, there's no dates to them. So I have no idea if it's done in date order. Could be. I have no idea what the order is actually. But still, obviously most of, if not all of them, American ones, because I haven't seen many of what I would classify as UK books. Scratch a Thief, Run Killer Run. There's no problem with that. I love American books, paperbacks. You've got MB Books, McFadden Books, original, see, absolutely brilliant. And of course, some of the science fiction ones are great. Super Baby. I'm more of a science fiction fan, so when I'm looking through this, I'm thinking, what happens when the world's most brilliant mind inside the world's finest, blah, blah, blah. And that's Super Baby, Felix Mendelssohn. Never heard of it. Never heard of him, but still, I'm certain it's great. The Ant-Men, and this is one of the problems again. The cover, I mean, look at that cover there. The cover's great in that small size. It's absolutely fine, but unfortunately, then used as a big backdrop, it sort of really shows its grainness. You can really, it doesn't really help sometimes. I would have preferred some more covers, or maybe the back of the cover. That would have been nice as well. Morgan's Rebellion. Now, there's lots of series I've never heard of in here. I have to admit, these were obviously American series. Many of them I'm certain were mega popular in the States. But obviously, ones like James Bond, I've heard of him. But it's great. It's got lots and lots of pictures as well, which is photos there, obviously, of the there, which is really nice to see what obviously was used. And I'm certain some of them, of course, were probably used again and again and again. That photo could be used anywhere. It's just a guy standing against obviously Steve Holland standing against a wall. But I love it. Absolutely brilliant book. If you love, like I do, various covers, book cover books, I don't know if there's a category for that, book cover books. I just absolutely love this one. Absolutely brilliant. I say, could have been even better if it had been done on real nice quality paper and maybe slightly smaller. It doesn't always have to be a huge size like this, I don't think. But please put in the comments below, what's your opinions about this? Have you got a copy of this? Have you seen this? Have you bought any of the others? What do you think? Are they any good? I mean, I might try and get some of those. I think I've got a couple of other books, very similar sort of books, but I haven't got those ones, so it might be possible to check those out. But it's still a very nice quality book, this one. I'm really glad I got it. Paperback Hero, Steve Holland, totally recommended.